Out here, this isn't just a trapline. It's something deeper. It's something earned. A way of life shaped by those before us, carried forward with purpose and grounded in something greater than ourselves. Because this isn't about taking. Instead, it's about stewardship, honoring the land, respecting the wildlife, and caring for what God Himself has entrusted to us. We don't just harvest, we manage. We don't just take, we give back. We don't just walk this ground, we protect it for those who come next, with respect, with purpose, with unwavering resolve. This is conservation. This is tradition. This is family. This is the Trapline Saga.
Good morning. We are getting ready to set a bunch of beaver and otter traps today. This is going to be our first day of our spring run here. The ice kind of went off. It's still going off on some spots, but we're going to get a ton of sets out, and we're going to be running these things hard. We got, 16 330s going out in the next couple days. We got some drowning sets with some Beaver Extremes and some NB 750s. And here we got our little stash of bait. We got some, Sweetwater flat tail beaver caster. We got a selection of otter lures, some more beaver lures. One that I made up in the kitchen this morning, which is just it is just oil and sardines. Finn likes to smell that one.
It smells like salmon from Alaska.
Yeah, it does not smell like salmon from Alaska. We promise you that. That's something we were gonna set in. We're gonna try this out. Like I said, we're new to this. Trapping, we're kind of like really figuring things out now. Watch a ton of videos and talking to other trappers and some of the stuff we've been doing the last couple months. Trying to figure out how to get these animals. But this is something I watched on another guy was telling me about, is that you use these little tubes. This is just PVC tubing. You just put it into the bank a little bit, and you put your bait in there, and you can put a little bit of scent on the outside also. But yeah, you set it next to a drowning set, foothold. So we're going to try that today too. We're going to get a couple of those out.
And I finished setting my trap. Do you want to go see it?
Sure.
Got a lot of stuff to load up.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do.
But something interesting we're going to try, instead of just putting out some videos of trapping, we're actually going to bring you a season. We want to show you the real moments, not just the catches or the setting. We actually want to show you everything. So instead of just trying to pack that all in one little video, we're going to drag this out in the season in episodes, so you can actually watch everything, the entertainment side of things, the lows, the highs, everything combined.
The kids.
The kids. Yes.
The kids. Hang on, it's going to be a wild ride.
Do you guys want to come see where I put my squirrel trap?
Hang on, bud. Trap Finn. I smell a skunk. If we got a skunk in your set, I'm going to be...
Something was back there last night.
Was it?
Yeah. The trap moved a little bit.
Why did you walk around this way?
The traps moved a little bit.
Oh, you got your trap. Little conibear set.
I'm also going to be setting another one and also a foothold today.
Yeah.
Tell you what, that's a lot of steel. That is heavy. Sucker in there. These little tubs from Home Depot sure came in handy for this.
Good job, buddy.
Racks in there, you got some traps.
Yep, 2 of them. And mine.
Always trying to catch me with paint cans, huh?
Pretty sure it's concrete in those ones.
Oh, you want them in the sled?
Yeah, they can go on a sled. We got 4 of those, 4 anchors.
I think those worked out pretty good.
What you got there, bud?
A bucket for all the traps.
So we set out to make anchors for our drowning sets. I have ability to get lots of paint cans, and so what Justin did, just bought a sack of Quikrete. We put an eye bolt in it. That's going to be the anchors for our drowning sets, so we're excited to see how they work. They should work good. They're heavy.
Yeah, things warmed up a little bit. It's only 25 degrees.
It's not chilly. It's going to be warm today, though. Where are we going first?
I did the setup down there where we had the otters coming through. We're trying to get them on top of the ice. We had the coons and everything.
Where we got raccoons?
Yeah.
Okay.
Their otter trails were there. I mean, now when I was down here last week scouting it out, there was just see where they're coming up on the ice ledges and everything. So
Yeah.
they're still coming through there. We just need to set up at the runs there.
Looking at the weather, the ice should be mostly gone this
should
week
be
and
gone
that.
this week. Yeah, that's one thing. We're still dealing with a little bit of this Arctic cold. We had a blast come through, what was it, yesterday? High of like 23 degrees. The ice, it kind of iced things up a little bit in areas.
Well, I know our river locked back up.
Yeah, our river locked back up. But, this week everything's going to open up again. So.
Yeah.
So we're driving along here and look what we happen to see down here.
It's like our own version of Animal Planet.
Couple mink down here mating. That's pretty cool. We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna let them do their thing.
Let them do their thing.
Mink.
You are not going in the water. You don't have waders.
Can I go in the water? In the shallow water?
We'll see.
Here, we'll get this. 220. Favorites, the old Belials.
Drop it.
We're gonna get this 220 set down there. This is a nice spot for otters. What we're kind of looking at here is a neck down spot. We're gonna put down, I think we're gonna put a couple on there. We actually have a culvert up here too. I think Alice is gonna put maybe a circle one. Maybe we're gonna put that. I think we should put that in that cattail one.
Yeah.
That little spot.
Daddy.
Might be a good spot for that. It's a nice tight area for that.
Woo!
Let's get this down in there. Let's get this one set.
Can you give me my trap?
Told you this would be a good spot.
Yeah, it's a little deep in here.
It's a pretty soft bottom, I bet.
Yeah, really soft.
You sure this is a white spot?
What we got here is you see where they come up, they come right up through this run, so we're gonna get this 220 in here and I'm gonna kind of block it off so they have to come through here. So this is a perfect spot. The otter's been coming up through, so all I did is I built up both sides like this. I'm gonna put this 220 right down in here and then I'm gonna kind of block it off a little bit more, not too much, but this will actually lead them right into it. There we go. I think we're fully set up here. Safeties are off. I've been known to forget safeties. So.
That happened one time.
I
5
don't.
times.
I think you're gonna have a good chance of getting them. I got the perfect little spot down here.
I feel like I'm getting ready for preg checking, not trapping. But it's what we gotta do. Hey, if I got any ladies out there that have recommendations on better gloves, it is hard to find good gloves that fit my hands. We found a nice little neck down spot here. The otters have been moving through here, a lot of good sign. So we're gonna go place the set, I'm using a 220 Belial and a bucket of goodies, so. I had to take the gloves off. They were definitely getting in the way. All right, now we're ready. Well, it's not deep, but it is pretty soft. Very soft. And stake it down.
Yeah, you just gotta wire it down. We gotta put that stake in.
Oh.
Oh, we found, here's another spot that we're gonna try out. I was trying the spot on top of the ice for otter earlier. That was not working out too well, so we're gonna try a float set for these otter in this spot. It's kind of what we got to work with here. A lot of private land around here. There's like one little spot here that we can actually try. It's like up towards the bridge here. We could possibly put in a drowning set, but then again, I think we're just gonna give up on that setup because there has been people walking dogs up and down the road here. Last thing we want to do is affect somebody's, animal or pet or anything like that. So I think the best option here is just doing this float set and hoping the best for this. Basically what these float sets are, it's 2x4s. I got 2 inches of foam, 9 inches back from the edge of these, because these 330s go in there. They sit right about there. You got them anchored into the shore. You want them anchored really good. But you got a little platform that comes in the back. We got a bait stick that I drilled holes throughout this whole thing. I got a bait stick back here. I'm gonna put some bait on it. Get this thing in there and get it set. Then I'm gonna try to cover up the trap a little bit with some grass. Otter's a little bit smarter when it comes to this stuff. Beavers usually don't seem to mind from everything I've seen, so. Nice thing about these float sets is if you got rising water, they work really good in like rivers and stuff, because where the water can rise and lower, the set goes with it. And for this set, I'm gonna go on the more of the hair trigger for otter. Beavers, I would just let them hit it, but that, and I'm gonna make sure my trigger's on the inside. I want that body to get in there really good before it actually sets off. Cinch that thing up, make sure it's nice and solid. cable back there. Yeah, buzz the trap up a little bit, and I'm gonna get some bait in here. Try some Caven's Otter Lure Supreme and some Dunlap's Otter Lure. That's kind of two we're going to try here. And then it's kind of a joke in the household. We found some Justin's almond butters.
Justin's nut butter.
This is stuff I made myself. It is sardines, some oil, and a little bit of fermentation.
Yeah.
Anybody want to smell it?
No. Nope.
I like the smell of that one.
That one is strong.
But it smells good.
One thing I don't want to do, I think, here is I think we're going to stick away from the food lure and try some of that first. We're just going to try some of the Otter Lure from Dunlap's first. Smells pretty good, really. Take some of the little sardine mixture I made. Woo! Woo! Strong. She's definitely strong. Jeez. Smell that back there? Roll that back here in the board. Get a little bit of water around here, spread some scent around. Maybe I should get out of there first.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, good idea. Else won't be letting me ride in the truck smelling like that.
Nope, you taking a seat on the back.
I don't know. Maybe I'm onto something here with this homemade bait.
You just like the jar.
The jar is pretty cool. I
I
mean,
need a jar.
that's what it looks like.
I want to smell it again. It smells so good.
You want to smell it again? I bet it works for coons.
Yeah, that will work. Daddy,
That will work.
Daddy, there's a couple of shells.
Yeah, I see them.
I want that one, the clean one.
Clean one?
Yeah, the clean one. There's like dozens of shells here.
Yeah, I bet that would work for some coons, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Ben is a big coon trapper. He loves his coon trapping.
Okay, on to the next.
More.
I'm excited.
I was
We got
lucky.
fresh chews on the top side here. We're trying to make
Beaver
our way
Lodge.
to that lodge.
There's
I found a.
lots of chews up here from last season. Last fall, they've been up in here chewing. We got a heck of a runway going down into this slough. I see some open water on that lodge right now, so we're gonna get down there and see if we can get up to it. If we can, we're gonna get some traps set in there today. So yeah, we're finding a lot of otter stuff today. Tons of otter sign. But right here is we got a heck of a crossover coming out over this dam, going down through the cattails, and it hits up to that nether lake. So we're gonna get I think we're gonna put a 330 down in there, or 220, one of the two. We're gonna get that in there. We're still gonna check out this lodge, so. So right here, I am gonna put a 330 conibear down here at the bottom of this. This is definitely a huge crossover. Both otters and beavers are using this one heavily. Our other crossovers that we got on this dam right now, I can see that the otters are using them.
There's several, yeah.
So I think we should just put some 220s in those, and then
Yep.
some like a 330 on this one. Obviously, this is a huge one. Definitely gonna get some fur off this.
Yeah.
This spot here, I mean, we got in here, we found otter trails. There's so much beaver sign. There's like what, 6 lodges we can see
Just from here, yep.
I think we got some trap setting to do here next hour.
Yeah, we
We've
do.
already spent over an hour here.
Yep.
Just
It might be effective to maybe put a caster mound out and figure out.
It's right here.
It's deep enough out there.
It gets deep.
This is what we want to see.
This is what we want to see.
Asa and Mama can stand right here. So we found 3 great crossovers on this dam. We're going to set up on all 3 of them. The otter's been coming through here. The beaver's also been using this one all. So 2 of the crossovers we got here, the beavers have been using them along with the otters. So we're going to put 330s on the ones with the beavers and the otters using together. And then we got one just down a dam here. It's just otters going over that one. That one we're just going to put a 220 in. But I also got a lodge behind here that's got a feed pile they're going out to. I'm going to put a 330 on their little run coming out of the lodge. That should have a beaver by tomorrow, I think.
Oh my gosh. Holy hell. Woo!
Told you, those 330 Belials are strong. Oh, if a beaver comes out of here right now, it's not going to be very good for me. Anyway, I'm standing right in his pathway right now. This thing drops out deep behind here. I probably could have done an H stand here, but where I'm going to set it, I really don't need it. And I only have 2 of them right now, so I'm going to save them. We got another beaver lodge we're setting on that. I actually have to use them on that. Now what I'm doing is I'm getting that trap right in the bottom of that run they got down in here. So when they come out, they just deep dive right down in. They got a feed pile right here around the corner. And they've been pretty active in here. The water's opened up. You can tell where they haven't been feeding is it's all iced up yet. So we got another little run right here. The Otter's is doing a crossover this dam. This is the small one, so we're gonna put a 220 on this one.
There we go. One thing that I have as a new trapper, I'm always trying to remember, is to grab the springs and not the trap itself.
What you got going on there?
Well, it took enough trying to stabilize this one, but finally got it in. A lot of soft bottom when you get around these dams, so
And you had all those logs on the back side of the dam you're trying to
all the
mess
logs.
with.
So
That one gave us a run.
give me a workout. That's for sure. Maybe a beaver.
This was mainly all otters coming through here.
Yeah, so we're gonna see if hopefully it produces something. So, but now I got it set, stabilized, safeties are off. We're gonna back out of here. I think we got 2 more traps we're gonna set.
2 more beaver sets on this.
2 more. Let's see if I can get out of here without messing up the slide anymore.
Yeah, and this set here, it's a deep one. There ain't no way I'm getting in that water. I probably shouldn't have done on the other one either. Should have had just more H stands. I only have 2 of them though, and I'm gonna need both of them on this lodge. This is a deep run going out, and the other side's got a deep run going out. We're gonna get these ones set up. Go back that way. I'm not walking farther out in this crap. Hopefully get one in there tonight, because I think that's the last day we're getting to this without waiting till open water, really.
Yeah.
There's what? Maybe in the background behind us, there's 1, 2. I say 3 lodges just from here right now.
1 right there. There's another one over this way.
2, 3. I see 3 from
There's
here.
one over there.
And you go around the corner of this lake, definitely like where I went and got that otter. There's a dozen lodges on this lake, so when we get some open water out here, we're gonna get the little boat in here. We're gonna trap these things. It'd be pretty cool to pull out like a dozen beaver out here in one night. Man, I hear a kid scream.
Our kids are fighting.
Uh-oh.
All right. Justin's setting the last trap of the day. Finn found out what a beaver run was, and he's now afraid to move anywhere until Justin's done. You get a little wet. I think brother's sad too. I bet he's cold.
So, how's today gonna end?
Well, we had a few more sets planned.
We had some sets planned. It's already supper time anyways, but yeah, Finn decided to find not one but two beaver runs in about 10 minutes. And filled his waders up. We need to get him home. We need to get him out of his wet clothes.
In the bath.
Hang his waders up, get them dried out for tomorrow, because we're going to be setting a lot more traps tomorrow yet again. So, and we got another little girl, she did one of those sit on the beaver dam that's melting right now and full of mud.
Mud bath, mud spa.
And then she went and ran in the water with her rubber boots. So, we got to be doing some cleaning, some drying tonight, some baths, before somebody gets some beaver fever stuff going on. Oh gosh.
It was a good day, all in all. We didn't set nearly the amount that we had planned.
And I'm trying to think what we're going to nickname this lady. She just has a problem with people back on that road. I don't understand her, but...
She seems like a Karen to me.
Yeah, this lady's got it. She's nuts. I'm gonna start calling her the Beaver Lady or something. 'Cause it's like the ultimate...
She owns both sides. She owns property on both sides of the road, which is a public road. Goes back to a public lake access.
But the water comes right up to the road, and it's totally legal to trap there, to go fishing on that lake, to do everything. But I was out there fishing, and she threw a complete meltdown over me going out there fishing. It's her lake, even though over 3/4 of the lake has public ground touching the shoreline.
Chippewa National Forest, not just public.
But I went off the public boat ramp, which is not really a ramp, it's just a public launch area.
It's an access.
But you have to drive through their property, and that road going through that property is an easement to get to that access. But
we've checked all this out prior to doing any of it.
Done everything. They're just trying to stop people from getting back in there, and that's just...
I'll call her Karen. Yeah. She seems like a Karen.
She's Karen. I think she's just crazy.
She seems like
We'll see. We'll see how fun she is to deal with trying to trap these otters and beavers in that spot. I mean, I'm not leaving it. It's a really good spot, so...
Yeah.
Just deal with her, I guess, and have fun in all my other sets too.
But closing out this episode, we hope you stay tuned to the next episode of the saga.
The saga of the Beaver and Otter.
The Beaver and Otter saga, because we're going to see what actually comes into these sets. So take care, guys, and stay with us.
Subscribe and break the chain routine.
What, buddy?
Subscribe and break the chain routine.
Good job.
But where is Mr. Bear?
The bears, they're gonna be out soon too, Asa.
The bears. Can't forget about the bears.
Thanks for watching, guys. Say, we're gonna keep more videos coming your way, and who knows what's gonna be on them. So if you like what you just seen, wanna see more, then join us along on all of our adventures by hitting that subscribe button. And don't forget, get out there and break the chain of routine.